Hello and welcome back to the 6th Street Underground, a Zenless Zone Zero fan cast discussing all things ZZZ. As always, I'm your host, Eric, and I'm joined by my ever wonderful co-host, Brian. Hi, Brian.
Party.
Party. Spook Shack.
Spook Shack. It's the Spook Shack. Yeah, I can't make up songs on a... That was about to immediately just become DuckTales.
Spook Shack, baby Spook Shack. Like, it's right next to Love Shack already, man. You didn't go there? Or are we too old for Love Shack?
You're never too old for the B-52s.
I don't know any other lines.
You know what else you'll find at the beach?
What's that?
A rock lobster.
Go on. It's beach week.
That's all I had to say.
That's all there is. We said it. People are already doing it for us.
Month and a half.
It's beach month. It's beach season. ZZZ has reached its 1-year anniversary, and to celebrate, we've already been celebrating, but also to celebrate, we're going to the beach. 2.1
Son of a beach.
I don't have to censor that. 2.1, we got the special program recently. There's a bunch of new fun things in it. We're going to talk about that, talk about where the game's at right now, and just plug some additional reminders. Here at the start, so if you haven't redeemed it yet, there was a code for our for the special program. I think it's Spook Shack, all caps.
Code Lyoko.
It's not Code Lyoko. No one knows what you're talking about.
I think this is actually the second time we've referenced it, too.
It must be. My sister recently decided to go back and watch all of it, and they're like, it's really good. And I'm like, I'm not sure. In addition to that, they sent us a thank you gift. It's like 1,600 polygrams, just like a 10 roll, just for freezies. There was another series of codes that came out. Each one's worth like 20 polychromes, but they add up to being like another 300 or something.
Which, so when you add it all up, you get a good amount. There's
some good. If I remember, I'll try to put the codes in the chat or in our show notes. If I don't remember, do a quick Google. They should be there. But it's free stuff because there's a lot of exciting things coming, and it looks like it's going to be tonally. At least a lot of it's going to be a little bit brighter. I think they also said that we're getting... Brian, do you remember, are we getting the next part of the main narrative in this patch as well, or is it just Beach Time Party?
It looked like it was... I don't know if it's main story or if it's where they do like the half story, like the interludes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure either. I want to say that we were getting more story. I don't remember. We'll go through all the things that are
no, we're getting more. I just looked it up, and it's officially labeled as Chapter 2.
Excellent. So we are going to get Chapter 2. I imagine that will have a little bit more weight than some of the beachy things.
Watching the trailer, it is great because it's like, beach time, beach time, beach time. The crushing weight of everything. Beach time!
Corruption is everywhere.
Spooky clowns. Before I forget, spooky clowns.
Spooky clowns.
In the Spook Shack.
In the Spook Shack. Let's talk Spook Shack. We got new characters coming. We've got... I think that's what we're always most excited about. We've got 2 new characters. We've known they were coming for a little while, but we have official confirmation on who they are and what they do and how excited we should be about them. In the Spook Shack faction, we have Alice and Yuzuha. Yuzuha and her...
Yuzuha.
It's beautiful audio.
So the first one coming out is Yuzuha.
It's Yuzuha.
The Tanuki wearing umbrella lady. So now we're one person shy of a full umbrella, as they say in the casino.
The full umbrella, a triple umbrella. Ooh, baby, a triple. We'll get our Genshin crossover. They'll bring the umbrella using character from Genshin over. And
I like how the attack character who uses an umbrella just has an umbrella. The support character who uses an umbrella has a gunbrella.
Has a gunbrella and a Tanuki that throws grenades. But, I mean, to be fair, Vivian's umbrella also has a secret sword inside of it. So like it's not just an umbrella either.
Secret sword.
It's got like the cane sword in there. I'm surprised we got 2 umbrella users so close together. Like they haven't double dipped on weapons that much, except umbrella, I guess. Right? Are there other double dipped weapons?
Not unless you just get like super generic and just be like, there's a lot of people who have swords.
Yeah, like Soldier 11 sword and Anby's normal Anby sword are similar.
But that's also for a specific reason because they're
that's deliberate.
They're from spoiler alert. They're from the same unit.
Yeah,
well, they were.
They're the same,
but different.
But different. Yeah, I mean we don't even have that many like even the guns is different. So I guess like if we want to say that like Trigger's sniper rifle is super different from Juyuan's gun, then Vivian's umbrella is super different from Yuzuha's umbrella. But I think we've completely lost the plot and should get back to talking about Yuzuha a little bit. She is a support character. She's a physical support character, but there's an asterisk next to that physical because of the way her physical stuff works. She's got a Tanuki that wears a hat and glasses that lives on her back. And I think that's the only reason we need to give to roll for this character.
And she's a support, so poor Astra can finally take a break.
She's an S-rank support that really likes to support anomaly characters, which is cool.
Yeah, so now Astra can go off and work with her DPS stun teams, and Yuzuha can babysit Yanagi and Vivian.
Yanagi, Vivian, Miyabi. I guess Miyabi gets both.
Miyabi doesn't even need both. Miyabi can just do what she wants to do.
It's all of our Void Hunters who are like, you could put someone with me. It doesn't matter. Yeah, so like so what we know about her, she's a physical anomaly agent. She puts out damage, but also like when she applies her skill, and when she comes out, we'll talk about it more, but when she applies her skill, it triggers off-field damage, it's aftershock damage, but it triggers damage that's the element of the next damage it takes, and like it becomes like a sponge for element. So you put it on there, then whatever comes in next, it goes, all right, so I'm that type now, which means that like despite being a physical anomaly agent, she's really applying the element anomaly for who you want her to apply on your team. Presumably you'd want her on, like if you're running her with Yanagi Miyabi, you'd want to use her and then Yanagi so that her candy takes on the electric element so that it continues to do extra anomaly while you're using your on filter to put on ice and you're getting more of that application. I think there's going to be some really fun gameplay of like who do you follow up with from her to maximize her little buff.
I look forward to Z-Lotta telling us what the right way to play her is.
Somebody smarter than me telling me how to play this character.
I was already like, my mind was glazing over, and I'm like,
I was watching it.
I'm like, oh no, mechanics, my weakness.
I was over here like talking to you about like how this is probably going to work, and I was just watching like your eyes start to cross.
They were crossing and drifting apart at the same time.
Oh no. She's gonna open up a lot of fun. Historically, S-rank support agents have been. We don't like to use the phrase must pull very much because no one's like technically a must pull
except
Astra.
If
you're trying, except Astra
and Yanagi. Speaking of which, Yanagi's coming back. Hint, hint.
Yanagi's coming back. Yanagi is running on the second half, I think.
Yeah. Miyabi is the first half.
Miyabi's first. It's a stacked patch because you've got Yuzuha Miyabi and then Alice Yanagi. And so like if you were somebody who's trying to catch up, you could just be like, you know what? I'm going to get the dream team Miyabi Yanagi because those two continue to just pull their weight.
Yeah, I would think if you don't have Miyabi, she might be the better go. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just because Miyabi is still just so strong. and easy to play, which makes a big difference because you can have really strong but technically difficult. And then you have Miyabi, where they're like, do you have a single working finger? Just mash or attack until everything explodes.
Yeah, like it's like each one's a little bit more complicated. But even now, when something like Deadly Assault comes through or they reset Shiyu defense, like in Shiyu defense, if I see that one side's weak to ice and one side's weak to ether, I can relax.
Yeah.
Because I know between those two, it's in the bag. Like doesn't matter who I'm putting on the team.
Honestly, there have been times where one side wasn't resistant to ice. And I was like, okay, Miyabi,
I'm just gonna use this.
You gotta go in because I don't have a good team that does it. And she was like, whatever. Resistance is a suggestion.
It doesn't. I'm not doing extra damage. I'm still doing damage. The
only time Miyabi cares about resistance is when you're going for like a 15 debuff run of the Lost Void, in which case then it very matters.
Then, as we said last episode, it super matters, and it was frustrating how much it mattered. This recent reset for Shiyu defense, the final wave, I ended up getting really annoyed almost because I tried running my Evelyn team on the side that's fire or physical weak. And my Evelyn team is maybe my least built team, and I didn't get S rank the first time through, and I was going, man, and I missed it by like 30 seconds because they included the boss that's like the two people that decide to just disappear for a while or go into a mode that like you can't do damage to them, and I'm like, this is just eating away time. But then I remembered that Jane Doe exists, and the first half is the guy who really likes who hates it when you apply anomaly to him. So it was fun to bring Jane Doe back out. It's really set up for, I'm going to make the segue. You ready? While Jane Doe worked, that side is really set up for the existence of Alice, I think.
But she won't be out in time.
I realized that now after I've said it, that she's not going to be out in time. I'm going to cut that whole chunk out.
You big brain so close to the you were like, I have had that too, where I'm like, oh, clearly this is setting up for the next character who will be out after this is reset.
Yeah, they've set this up for someone who's not going to see it.
You almost had something.
It was really close. I almost felt really smart. Before we talk about Alice, I like, how are you feeling about, like, we haven't had a lot of characterization, but like Yuzuha's characterization of being like this kind of prankster character.
She just looks adorable, so I'm going to pull her.
She looks super cute. She reminds me of another Genshin reference of Hu Tao in Genshin.
Who?
She's also Hu Tao. Who? Her? Who's also like a big prankster character, and for a long time was the meta in the game. So I don't know if that matters, but
I want to see Yuzuha pull a prank on Belle in front of Vivian, and then there's Umbrella Wars.
There's the Umbrella Warfare, I guess. They'll just pop off. I'm excited for her. She's definitely like on the top of my list for pulling. I'm glad she's coming first half because I'm glad. I think I'm also like, man, I wish I had time to save up any roles whatsoever. The other character we're getting is Alice. She is a physical anomaly character, and she's a lot more Jane-like in terms of like she's going to want actual field time. She's going to want to carry her team.
She's got a collapsible sword.
She has a collapsible sword. It looks like she just like keeps conjuring new swords because she'll like pitch it in the ground and just like pull a new one out of the ether. She is. I thought it was interesting that she's like just like Lucy. She's the heir to like a rich family. So we've got two like spoiled brats now in the game. But unlike Lucy, she like still is connected to her family.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they'll have like some moments between her and Lucy arguing about like the correct way to change a family or something.
I'm sure we'll get some fun interactions between the two of them. She's going to be plot important because she's the her parents own the patent for the the drug that we were talking about.
The drug that doesn't work.
Patch. Yeah, the drug that wasn't working. So, like...
My buddy Dr. Lore, though, he's got the hookup.
Yeah, your boy Dr. Lore got some special water. Drink it up. This is the first faction where, like, they're both in the Spook Shack faction. I understand why Yuzuha's there, because, like, she's the spooky prankster witch lady. But, like, their association is, like, currently is pretty tenuous.
I'm assuming that the actual story about the Spook Shack will tie together kind of how Alice got into it.
That might be cool. It might be cool to see it happen instead of being like, this is already an established group that we're now being introduced to.
Well, I'm assuming that's going to be in her, like, the character story. So it's like where it goes back into the prelude or whatever they call them. So I think they're already going to be Spook Shacked up.
Okay.
But I think that like you said, I could see it being something where, like, Yuzuha is at the Spook Shack, Alice is investigating. Yuzuha pulls so many funny pranks that Alice is like, I hate you, please leave me alone. And Yuzuha is like, you're my new best friend, whether you like it or not.
You've been adopted. Yeah, I could see that. Kamano Monoto is going to be back again. I was surprised that we're not getting him yet. Like, because I think he's going to be Spook Shack faction as well. But he's not, we're not getting him. He's just going to continue to be a part of the story.
I don't know. Maybe he comes out after these two. I don't know if they've actually officially announced who's coming out after these two.
I don't think they have. I think the rumor is, or like the theory is that we might actually see this, like, this elusive pop band faction that might finally come out.
Kamano may be like...
I think he's an A rank.
Could end up being like Miyabi. You know how, like, Miyabi, like, showed up at the start of ZZZ, but then it wasn't until, like, later on that... So they're just like... It could be that they're trying to not introduce as many factions, so they're splitting the factions up, like, releases up. So, like, later on down the line, they'll have more Spook Shack instead of constantly just introducing new factions all the time.
I think that makes sense. I think the only weird thing is going to be because there is no A rank. I guess it's going to be a little bit like Mockingbird, where because there was not an A rank and, like, one came out one patch, one came out another patch, their Bang Boo only requires one person instead of two people from the faction. Because otherwise, Yuzuha will come out and their faction Bang Boo will come out, and there will be no way to activate their B skill because there's only one person in the faction. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. Damn it, man. I just talk about this. I'm not a programmer.
Am I thinking way too hard?
You out here doing, like, high-level Bang Boo
the minutia.
And I'm just like, maybe Kamano come later.
maybe Kamano come late. I don't know.
Maybe he took a nap and forgot to show up for the release.
I don't know, man. We're getting new areas as well.
Yeah, we're getting a beach.
We're getting a beautiful resort and a rundown beach town. Because the rundown beach town is going to be part of that, like, 2.1 story stuff. And the resort, I'm super excited for both because they have teased that it's going to be just not the same, but, like, another base builder, another, like, revitalizing an area through your actions and stuff. Yeah. And I'm such a sucker for those kinds of mechanics.
Yeah, I am curious to see, like, how it works, if it's a full-fledged version like the Sui Bien Temple was, or if it's going to be like a pared down version. Because I can't imagine they're going to have you, like, if someone hasn't finished Sui Bien yet and then they introduce the second, are you going to have to just constantly jump between multiple ones?
Yeah.
Or is this going to be more of like a quicker version?
I think it'll be a little bit more like when we renovated. What was the event in the Outer Ring? Cheesetopia.
Yeah. Cheesetopia.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a little bit more like Cheese. It might be a little bit more involved than Cheesetopia, but I think it's going to be like you're renovating it. Really, you're just completing missions and as you do things. Like, it just looks nicer. And then it's finite. Because like Swabian Temple is finite as well, but there's a reason to keep it. Like, it takes longer, and there's still a reason to keep maintaining it even after you reach max level. I don't think there will be any management after max level for the new area.
It'll like you said, it'll just be Cheesetopia, where you can go back. Like, if you don't do it while all the events going on, you can still do it.
Yeah,
and then but that's it. Just you finish it out.
But there will be like there's a reason to fish again, and in addition to fishing, there's an aquarium, and you can like manage your aquarium.
Yeah, I knew you were excited when you saw that.
you know, I was like,
you were like, fishing. I can look at the virtual fish I caught. Amazing.
Yes. I'm gonna catch, and they announced they're like tweaking the fishing a little bit, so it's a little bit more friendly for trying to complete your like fish decks. I'm very excited for the fishing stuff, obviously. But even if it's something simple, I like when you've got an area and you do quests and like it represents that in the area where like it just gets a little bit nicer, or there's a couple more people walking around, or like you feel like your actions have revitalized or like built up this place.
Instead of coming in doing these quests, they're like, you helped us, and then you look around and you're like, it still looks like a crap hole.
Yeah, it still sucks. But in addition to making it look better, we can also make ourselves look better.
What?
Because we're getting, I know, new costumes for Belle and Winston. Hey-o.
Wazoo!
They look, well, one of them looks great. The Belle outfit in particular is exceptional. It looks good, man. The Worcester one is fine.
It's fine. Just like he is fine.
He's fine. He's got those goofy, I think they both have them, but Belle wears them better. Have you seen like the new pool shoes that people are wearing?
No.
They look like flip-flops, but they look like flip-flops if the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man made them. Like, they're super floofy and puffy and goofy looking.
What?
You know what I'm talking about?
No. Hold on, let me look it up. New pool shoes.
Let's see if I can find them.
Nah, turns out that if you just Google new pool shoes, Google has no idea what you're talking about. I see there's pool socks, there's Crocs, which still to this day are the worst shoes invented. No, I got nothing.
Oh, man. I'm trying to find the search term on my end. I can't find it. I mean, if you just look at Wyatt's, I mean, both of their feet, you can see like they're these like giant oversized floaty shoes. Whatever. They're fine. Yeah, I like the outfit. I don't know if I love the bucket hat on either of them.
Yeah. When did you become such a fashionista?
Fashionista.
You're like, I don't like the shoes. I don't like the hat.
I don't like the hat.
The stupid.
Shoes. I like the shorts. And I like that you can see both of their tummies. My dream, and I don't think it's going to happen. I think we mentioned it earlier. I would love if you could mix and match accessories between the different outfits, because Belle and Beecher. Belle and Beach outfit, but with panda hat would be the only thing I ever wear for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if eventually we get to that point. Like maybe next year they start designing like mix and match outfits. Because they're like slowly, I think they're like slowly releasing things, seeing what the response is, and then they're kind of basing their decision on that. But also, I think this is the first time they're releasing two purchasable skins at the same time.
Ooh, yeah, I think you're right,
because we have Astra has one.
Yeah.
Yijuan has one. You got the free one for Nicole.
Yeah.
I was like, her name's not Noelle. Why do I think it's Noelle? I think, are those the only
I think so. I think like because they just started doing character skins recently.
Well, 6 months ago now, but
it feels recent. They've staggered them.
I think it feels recent because they announced them and then they didn't push them out like I thought it was going to be like every character's now releasing with a skin, which I like that they're not doing that.
I hope that continues to be the case. It's a little wild that we're getting both the next two S ranks also have a skin, but that might be special because it's like beach.
And everyone always wants
already gonna have
beach skins for characters.
Beach skins sell. Man, like if your company needs money, you just release a beach skin. It doesn't even have to be over the summer. You can just release a beach skin. It's also the first skin, especially for like Yuzuha. It's the first skin where I was like, yeah, I'm getting that.
I had that same thought of, I was like, oh, both the first two that they released were more or less just palette swaps. Like they didn't change enough about the character,
or they added tights. Like, okay, cool, I don't need that. But these skins look really good, and they feel context appropriate, which I like. Because I don't like when there's a beach skin that comes out, and like it feels completely out of place to use them anywhere in the game. Because I guess it's like grim, dark, like post-apocalyptic hellscape.
Oh no, that doesn't bother me at all. I was rocking a swimsuit for half of Stellar Blade. I was like, Slay Queen.
Stellar Blade's different though. I don't like. This is my own anxiety showing through. I don't like when beach skins are barefoot. Like I know some people are really into feet, and I'm into that for them. But like I don't want to be running around in this like nasty, messy apocalypse space with my little toesies like exposed, or my bare feet touching the ground. I messaged you about that when I was playing Expedition, man.
Yeah, you mentioned it on Lune, the character who.
Why she ain't got no shoes?
Like she just floating around there.
She doesn't always float though, and there are times where she's standing and she's got her bare feet on some nastiness.
And Minoko approved.
And it makes my skin crawl. It's like when you see somebody riding a bicycle in flip-flops and you're like, oh, you're 1 inch away from losing a toenail, and I hate it. But I think if I remember correctly, both these characters have shoes on, so it's totally fine. It's Eric approved skins. This is gonna be our worst episode yet. Like, I don't know what's going on, man. I have opinions. And I'm going to make those known.
Now I'm just trying to think of a foot-related pun that can just be the title. Foot bath.
Like, okay, it's just that, like, feet are cool. I get it. It's great. But if you're running around on pavement, put some dang shoes on. Is all I'm saying.
Did you get that out of your system?
I think so.
You feel better?
No, it's going to come back again later. But I like the skins. I like the skins for Yuzuha. I like Alice's skin a lot too.
Yeah.
I think I might be skipping Alice. I think we've talked about it before because like Jane exists already on our accounts.
Yeah. This is the first one where I really feel like she's a repeat.
Yeah.
And like I've already I think a lot of it's going to depend on how easily Yuzuha shows up.
Yeah.
Like if I get Yuzuha in like a 10 roll.
Yeah.
Then
or if they tell us what's coming next.
Yeah.
Because like if it's like Alice and then the next patch is Orphe, like hold up a sec. Like I'm saving every roll I can get for Orpheus.
Yeah.
But if it's like Alice and then like the next one after that is somebody I'm not as interested in, I'll do my usual 10er. If I get her on a free 10, like I'll take it. She seems cool. It's also depends on how they introduce her in the story. Because I think in the past, I've been pretty mid on a character, and then we meet them, and I'm like, oh, wait, no, never mind. I love this character.
Yeah.
I take this back. I think that's how I felt about Yanagi, where I was like, yeah, Yanagi seems fine. And then we met Yanagi, and I was like, so I rolled for Yanagi.
No, they were like, you want to go with the spear? Right, and I'm like, yeah.
I do.
How
did you know? they all look fun. It'll be fun to play her. I'll be interested to see how she plays different, what separates her from Jane Doe.
It looked like she's got more area of effect.
Okay.
Like just from like the quick kind of, because like Jane's biggest issue is just that she is like affects a relatively small area for pretty much all of her moves, and Alice seems like she's got a lot more reach.
She's got more AoE, which we learned with Miyabi like really matters. Like being able, like for speed clears and stuff, being able to so quickly hit everybody is super valuable.
But then when you're on a boss fight and you're like, I was gonna be here anyway.
Yeah, when you're focused in on the boss fight. I think it's, I feel the same thing when I play with Evelyn, where I'm like, or Silver Soldier Anby, where I'm like, I love how much damage you're doing. I hate the wave before the boss where there's like 8 minions.
Yeah.
I'm like, come closer, please.
Although, Sandby does feel really good when you get the like the full build up, and then she's just teleporting all over, and she's just getting all of them.
Dashing everywhere. It feels so good. But it's all like, I think there's still a good room for like a support character, or maybe even a defender, who has a really strong vacuum effect. Because like we've got small vacuums in place, like Yijuan's got some, right? Yijuan's got some.
Yeah, she's got a couple of like vacuums.
Technically, Caesar has a vacuum, but you never use it. But we need someone who has like a pocket black hole. Like when we get S rank Nicole, all I want her to be able to do is like group minions.
Oh,
that would make me so happy.
Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, hire us. MiHoYo, we've got ideas. We are getting a new S rank Bangbu.
Mrs. Me.
Mrs. Me. Mrs. Me. Yuzu has Mrs. Me. Mrs. Me Yuzu.
A ghost Bangbu.
Well, she's a very obvious homage to Sailor Moon, which is great. Which I wouldn't have caught before, but my son's obsessed with Sailor Moon. So like the full transformation sequence is oops.
Oh yeah, no, I see it now.
Yeah. It's like straight up like the bow in the middle and like the whole outline being like this woobly wavily.
Which makes sense. They're at the beach.
Yeah,
you're wearing a sailor suit.
Yeah. Sailor suit, Sailor Moon, Bangbu. I love her.
And you already have a tuxedo mask Bangbu.
You do. How exciting. Except that Bangbu is already way more useful than tuxedo mask has ever been. I don't think I'll be going for W engines this time, unless Yuzuha's is like insane.
Yeah, the only if it's one of those where I'm assuming because she's a support, she probably is not going to be as reliant on her W engine as some of the others. But
I think we've got some good support options as well, as opposed to some of the other classes where like we just don't have good A rank options for W engines.
For like
Caesar.
What's the new one that Yijuan is? Burster.
Rupture.
Splatter. Squirter.
It's not Squirter. Hey Brian. Hey Brian. I know that's not it. Hey, wait a minute.
She uses ink attacks.
Rupture? It's Rupture.
I think it's Rupture.
That sounds right. I have my game open. We only talk about this every other week. It's Rupture, not Squirter. Uh-oh. Hey, is the title of our episode Squirter?
Squirter. Feet or Squirter?
Squirter. I barely even knew her.
Oh. You took it from a double entendre to a single.
It's a non-entendre.
Entendre?
Entendre. Let's see. We got a good handful of events coming through. Is it a Bangbu auto chess event?
Yeah.
Is that what I saw?
Chess Legend does seem to be an auto chess event.
How do you feel about auto chess?
Neutral.
Yeah. I never cared, but a couple of the different games I played have done an auto chess event, and I really like it. Like, it's the right level of dumb and simple for me.
Yeah, I don't hate them, but I don't like crave the style.
Yeah. I mean, like I would rather them come back to tower defense right now at least, I'd rather them come back and do another tower defense style event than something else. But like, I'd like to see how they do an auto chess thing. I'd love to find like a roguelike auto chess game that actually is fun to play. Because that'd be a good way to kill time on an airplane. My ADHD is strong today, Brian.
I can't tell.
We get the puzzle event again. We've got some other exploration events coming through.
Looks like we have another
fishing.
like side scrolly battle.
Yeah,
and ghost adventures with Zach Baggins.
We're getting another side scrolly thing, like they did with Lighter, but this time with is it both characters or just Alice?
They only showed Alice.
Yeah,
I know in the previous one it was just Lighter, so it may be the same. Of like,
yeah,
that's why I was also wondering if like that is tied into like how she meets Yuzuha. But then I was like, oh no, this is an event, so that's not gonna be it.
Right.
Unless she's telling a past story, in which case it can be. Because if things happen in the past, then they can be different.
They can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Or they can sample it in her story. I don't know.
Yeah.
It'll be
don't
fun.
hire
I really
us.
like
don't hire us, Hoyo. We've got no
Wait
ideas.
a minute. Hold on.
We've got surface thoughts.
We've thought about things a little bit. I'm interested to see how they iterate on that, because I liked Lighter's one. It felt a little weird sometimes to be doing a side-scrolly thing that also had depth.
Yeah.
You know?
It reminded me of those old, the old arcades, like the Ninja
like
Turtle.
the old arcade beat-em-ups. Yeah.
Yeah, we're like, yeah, it is a side-scroller, but also there's depth to it, and it can get weird.
And walking feels weird because your walk is slower going vertically than it is horizontally.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the depth is funky. Either way, it'll be fun. It'll be flashy. It'll be a good way to sell the character for us. We talked about it, but there's a fishing event coming up as well.
There's JoJo's Bizarre Photograph Adventure.
Yep. There's taking pictures. And there's some of the usual things like just
puzzle event.
Yeah. Free rolls. They did say that the beach event, like the reconstruction event, that's going to be the bulk of or a big part of our time in 2.1. It takes place after the events in the main story of 2.1. So prioritization when 2.1 drops, do the main story first. And there will be plenty of time to do everything, but it's going to be worthwhile to do the main story immediately, so you have all the time to do all the fun reconstruction stuff. I imagine they're like, if it's not gated already, I imagine like they're going to encourage you to do that, because it would feel weird to be like, we're partying up, we're renovating this thing, and then like going back in time to go do the story, and it be like intense and severe.
I'm assuming it won't be gated, but it will be like every other time, where when you first try to start it, they'll be like, hey, we recommend you do it in a different order. You'll appreciate this event. Because I've not encountered anything in this game where it's truly gated based on you doing other content. The only gating has been time gating.
Except at the very beginning, when it was like, you need to be this enter not rank, and you're not there yet.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
Even then.
And then that was kind of just their way of pacing the main story.
For sure. But either way, I think like you and I both appreciate narrative consistency and coherence. So like do the story.
Cohestency.
Cohestency. Yuzuha. But there's lots of fun little mini games that we do, like a shooting game with Yuzuha shooting at things.
I'm excited for all the little carnival games of shooting, swimming. There's something about stupid fish.
There's fishing. There's fishing.
Astra Yao makes an appearance again because she can't let anyone else have the limelight. Because it's doing a summer beach music festival.
Well, I thought like they teased it when they first teased, we've got the special program coming tomorrow with a special performance in store. I thought for sure they're going to be like, this is the way to introduce the Pop Idol faction. And they're like, it's Astra again. What's up? Like, joke's on you, dorks.
I think we had talked about that a while ago of like, maybe they introduce the Pop Idol group for their 1 year celebration by having them do, and then it was just Astra Yao.
They're not. I think they teased that faction, and now like secretly they're like, we're never gonna release them because people will just keep waiting for it, and that's like their new end joke. I want them to be announced. I'm not even that excited for most of them. I just don't want it to be hanging over our heads.
I think it would be hilarious if they like just have like an emergency patch one day and just drop them. They're like, here they are, all of them
until
at once.
They show up. This like pop idol sort of Damocles hanging over our heads of like they may show up at some point. Schrodinger's faction. Astra will be there. It looks like a lot of fun, man. I like these little beach events. They're also updating some things. So like there's going to be a new battle tower. Is it a new battle tower or is it like a new season for one of the current battle towers?
I think it's a new season because if you look on, because they have the one that stays and then you have the other one and it has a timer on it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if like, does it actually reset or does it just change the enemies and like your progress stays?
I don't know. I actually would not be surprised if it does reset because like the only thing that really after a certain point the only rewards are badges for your player ID that nobody pays attention to anyways.
Well, but I don't know because I don't think it does. I think it just changes the enemies that are available without changing what floor you're on.
Okay.
Because my progress has never reset and I know it's changed at least once.
Has it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't mind if it doesn't reset because I'm not as far as I would have liked to have been, but I got to floor 42 before I got bored.
Oh, that's where I'm at.
Not bad.
Well, 41, but because that's the other reason is because there is a title if you get to floor 100.
Yeah.
So it would be one of those where if they reset it, I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna battle through 100.
I'm never gonna get all the titles anyways. And 100 floors is a lot. Like more power to everybody. And I know some people really enjoy like the fighting climb. That's a lot of time invested to get a title that I'm not going to use.
It's not too bad. What I'll do is like, if I hop on and I've done everything, I'll do a couple floors and then just slowly work my way up. I'm not like sitting there and like, all right, 60 floors, no breaks.
Today's the day. That's how I feel about trying to catch all the fish so I can get the fishing title from the first fishing event, which I still don't have.
I have to
RNG's cruel.
I might have it.
Man, you got to catch every single fish at every single weight or size. I'm close. I'm missing like 8 fish. It's taken forever. They announced a Hollow Zero update. A Deadly Assault will have some new enemies in it. And they're doing some big quality of life adjustments. Most important to at least some of the things that stood out to me was the ability to star certain quick travel areas, so you can go ahead and just pin the outpost and the HIA club and
nice
Phylum Heights to the side, so you know where you're going. And I couldn't tell if they said it was going to be automatic or if you could choose it, but it seemed like the choice you make for each location, whichever one is chosen the most, like it gets prioritized towards the left, right? So if every time you go to Scott Outpost, you always tap Interior will be the first thing on the list instead of it being in the current sequence, which if you're on phone or computer, I don't think matters. But if you're on console, that is like a tiny bit of convenience because you're not having to like scroll through options to get to where you want to go.
I was like, I just click the actual icon on the map and it takes me directly there.
Listen, man, I mostly play on a console, and that seems ideal to me.
Also, you can finally spin their outfits.
You can spin the outfits and actually look at them, which is great.
I like how when they showed it in the example, they immediately zoomed in on Alice's chest and then moved up.
They know who the audience is.
They're like,
yeah, this is not subtle.
Face.
This is what you're going to do. It's going to be boobs or butt. We know who you are. Or feet if you're certain people.
Eric.
What? No. What? Nuh-uh. Shut up.
I don't like these sandals. They're too puffy and they block my
sandals,
view.
They cover up too much feet. I mean, they expose too much feet. Sweebian Temple management updates to make it a little bit smoother. Because it is a little annoying if you redirect to one of the stores and then you leave the store, it doesn't take you back to temple management. It puts you at the store.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, I don't like that.
Especially because if you're using the store to get the things that you're gonna craft anyways, it's wonky.
Yeah.
There is a reason to keep managing Swabian Temple even after you finish it out, which was nice. And I feel more vindicated than trying to get all my perfect bang boozes now. Because you can spend after you buy everything, which I assume at this point, Brian, you and I have both bought all of the accessories.
Yeah. Yeah, now I'm just buying all the free resources that you get.
Now it's just free Denny's. If somebody did the math, the conversion rate is abysmal. The amount of Denny's you can get each week. But it's free stuff.
Yeah, it's free stuff for doing something that takes 30 seconds.
It's very easy
a little
to
bit
manage.
longer, just because the issue and it's not a real issue, is sending my people out for resources and then they come back and I'm like, I can't tell where these resources went because every time I look at something, the amount I can make hasn't changed. And then I find one item that's at the bottom of the list and it's you can make 30,000 of these. Why are you still farming this?
It'll take 78 hours to craft all of these. Enjoy. Yeah, I was finding the same thing. I think I'm really close to just figuring out what are the 4, regardless of what's extra value for sale for the day, what are the 4 highest flat value items, and just always farm those on repeat, just so it's easier. It wouldn't be min-maxing, but it would still probably be enough. And then it's just a matter of redeploying over and over again. Yeah,
I think the bigger thing is because there's so many resources. If you do the 4th tier of each zone, the angry face, because it changes every week or so, you still won't get all of the resources for all of the materials. So if you're
I
trying
haven't been doing those.
Oh no,
I've just been doing the 1 through 3s. To strategically farm for just the items.
Yeah, because I've realized is those will give you the most, but they don't necessarily pair up exactly. So you
you get
and then because you have all the infinite requests that you can do. Yeah. So at this point, I basically just throw my bang boos out in the world, and I'm I don't know, we'll see whatever we can make the most of.
I'll wait until someone smarter than me tells me where I should be investing everybody. Until then,
and again, like I said, once you've hit 45, you're you don't really need to optimize it because once you've got you're just getting some free resources that you're not exactly losing out if you play suboptimally in the temple.
Exactly, but I like that there's still a reason to keep it up. There's a reason to keep managing it. Because we do like a management sim in these parts. Anything else coming up that we haven't talked about yet?
We never talked about Jufufu.
I was about to say, how do you feel about Jufufu?
I like her.
Jufufu is taking our Discord by storm.
She's really... The difference between Panda and Jufufu in Yi Zhuan's performance is night and day.
It's insane.
Which it always is when you compare a rank to... Because he was the same as Pulchra, where they were hey, you're going to want this second person, but that's 3 weeks away, so here's someone to tide you over and to eat your resources.
Yeah. To convince you to... So you have somebody. That's what I thought they were going to do with Kamano, and they just didn't do that. I've really liked Jufufu. I did not go for her W engine.
No, I didn't go for it either.
Because her engine makes it a lot easier to hit her number requirements, but it's not mandatory. I think we had a big conversation in our group. The hardest part of Jufufu has not been playing her. It's building her adequately. Because she has two different stat markers you're really trying to make sure you hit if you're wearing her disk drive set, the King of the Summit set, which from what I remember reading, like King of the Summit's best in slot now for almost every stun character. Like it's just a really good disk drive set if you can get up to 50% crit.
Yeah.
So you need 50% crit. That's like 13 crit substats. Crit rate substats. You don't care about crit damage. But also for Jafufu, to maximize her buffs, she wants 3,400 attack, which is a lot of attack.
That's so much attack.
I was able to get it without using her engine, but I'm using attack substats for slots 4, 5, and 6, and I'm running a 2-piece that gives attack percent bonus. So you can hit those numbers, but it is at the expense of being able to run something that like amplifies impact.
Speaking of 2-piece.
Yeah. Yep. Go ahead.
Breast and wing or leg and thigh?
All right. Okay. Cool. Excellent. I tried to have one conversation about character building. The worst. Did you get your Jafufu to those markers, or did you just be like, I don't care, it doesn't matter? You don't need it.
I've actually put a lot of effort into it, and getting the rolls, like the right substats on her disk drives has been impossible. So I kind of shelved it for a while, because I'm like, all right, got a new character coming out, so I want to make sure I spend my time. So she's where a lot of my characters are, where they're in a good spot, but they're not fully optimized. But there's just, I'm not spending the time and resources to max out one stun character when I need to start farming for whole new characters. Because I still need to get Ellen and Lycone, and so spending several thousand energy trying to get perfect disk drives for one character is just not an efficient use of resources.
Trying to get like one more crit rate roll.
The crit rate I'm good on. It's getting the
crit
attack.
Rate's
but my attack is like at like 31, so it's not like it's way off. So it's like I'm not maximized, but also Yijuan's still just like
shreds.
I was gonna make a joke, but then you were gonna get mad at me. I was like, Yijuan's still just squirting all over everyone.
Jesus.
Or rupturing, whatever the term is.
With ink, just like in bold letters, squirting with ink on everybody.
She's playing Squid Games.
She's a squid. Splatoon.
Splatoon, that was the name. Not Squid Games. Two very different concepts.
It's very different. Yeah, if you're not going to try to min-max her like that, the crit rate is more important, because that is a flat, you've hit it or you haven't, and hitting it is just so valuable. And then as much attack as you can stack. Like I realized recently that I'm still a little bit shy of maxing out my Astra Yao, but I'm also like, it's good enough. She does the job. Time to start building for Yuzuha.
Yeah.
Or like you said, my poor Ellen, who I want to build and just haven't. But Jafufu's fun. She's really, really good. And in addition to buffing your party like nobody's business and being a pretty solid stunner, she also like messes with your ultimate values. Like she makes it so you can stack higher amounts of ultimate rating.
Yeah. Man, let me tell you, doing a Hollow Zero with Yijuan and Jafufu, and you're going for the ultimate like Razonia, it's insane. I'm just like, I had my last boss battle, it was literally just spamming ultimates. When you have someone who has two ultimates, I'm like this.
And you got Astra, so you're making switching into other ultimates better.
Yeah, it was wild. It was so much fun.
It's busted. It's the way to clear some of those higher difficulty runs in that sector. I almost felt like I didn't want the one that lets your ultimate do more damage if you have over 3,000, because like if you don't have that, and you're generating so much energy, like you're just constantly chaining ults. They just don't hit quite as hard.
Yeah.
But either way, even if you get that, which I think I stumbled into it anyways, you're just chaining ults over and over and over again. And if you don't have an ult ready, you use the bang boost, and then you have an ult ready.
Mm-hmm.
You just
it's wild.
Obliterate. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, man. Is that everything?
I think that'll about do it.
That'll do it. Current events are wrapping up. I've done almost everything. I haven't done Jufufu's story yet.
But I like it. I really like it.
Okay, cool.
I don't know have you even started it?
No, I've just done her the fights.
Okay, sequence. Yeah. I will say it's super it's super quick. It does not take long at all. And I really like it. I think it's got a cool little story. And spoiler, like, because you find out immediately, it's based off like the old timey kung fu movies.
Oh, nice!
So it's like really cool and thematic.
That's excellent. It's on my short list. I've been plugging through some other things.
Yeah, the only thing I have left is because she just came out is S-Jaw's event of
batteries.
Just doing your daily activities, and she gives you stuff for them.
Yeah, free stuff from Shawl.
S-Jaw.
S-Jaw. We mentioned it earlier, but Shield Defense reset if you haven't done it yet.
The only other thing is I would, if you have no one you need to do Bringer for your Notorious hunt, because Miyabi and Alice both will be using his parts. Or not Alice, Yuzaha.
Oh, Yuzaha's using Bringer.
Yeah, Yuzaha and Miyabi. So if you got no one to farm, do Bringer, because those two. Yeah. And I think Yanagi also uses it. So
I think you're right.
Alice may or may not. But Alice probably does, because Bringer is kind of the anomaly boss. Yeah. For most of the materials.
Have they said what the mini boss for Yuzuha is yet?
I don't think they've announced that, but from what I've seen, it looks like it's going to be a new one.
Okay. Well, either way,
mini boss. But now that they do the burnout mode is really nice because they're like
for farming them.
Yeah, instead of having to do the boss 20 times, you only do it 7 times and get the same result.
It's so much nicer. It's worth waiting until the character is on the highlight list before you do it. Yeah, man, I'm excited. There's a lot going on. There's always a lot going on. Our next episode will be on
Thursday.
It's the Thursday the 24th. We're gonna have to record that one early, Bri. I'm gonna be traveling.
No. Oh
man. Next episode's on the 24th. We will, by then 2.1 will be out. We will probably do what we did this time, where we save story discussion until a week after it's been out, but we'll see. Either way, good luck on your pulls if you're pulling for Yuzuha, and if you're not, start saving.
Good luck for Miyabi too. Don't forget Miyabi. A little fox.
Miyabi.
Meow. That's not what a fox sounds like.
That's not even close, my
Eric,
man.
What does the fox say?
Oh no. Follow us if you haven't. Leave a comment, etc. Join our Discord. There's a link in the chat, or in the chat. There's a link in the chat, fam. There's a link in the show notes to join the Discord. Send us an email, all of that fun stuff. As always, if there's anything you want us to talk about, feel free to let us know. We're always excited to address things people might want us to talk about.
Eric, doing these in the morning was supposed to make them less manic.
It's rough, my man. You can see how my brain is on a Monday morning. But that's it. That's where we're at. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Squirt you later.
Squirt on.